Hey, good people. I'm going to give you 3 things that are going to be super helpful for living in close quarters. And this is stuff that will serve you your whole life under the best and worst of circumstances, and certainly now during the COVID-19 time. Okay, so the first one I want to say is from Abraham Hicks. The idea is go general. Or that's the 2-word phrase that you can say to yourself. It's easy to remember and it's brilliant. So the idea is this. You get stressed when you're in the details. And if you're frustrated by the people around you, likely you're poring over what makes you crazy, what you don't like, what you've said before that they're not getting. But it's about the details, and it's about telling the story, and it's about reviewing the story and all its details, and that's what creates stress. When you go general, I like to also think of that as pan out to eagle view. You can tell yourself believable, kinder things that actually feel better than poring over the specific details of what you don't like. You could tell yourself, for example, well, I know I like this person, and I know I'm not going to take my kids to the orphanage today, or I'm not going to leave my partner right this second, and so like they're as good a person as any to get through this, and actually this may be the person I would most want to go through this with, and actually it may be that I don't like what's going on here or in this room or with this space or with this timing, but maybe I can actually get okay with it for now. So you just find more general things to tell yourself that feel kinder, that feel truer. It creates spaciousness, but the details is always where the stress is. When you're trying to make something happen, you get tripped up on at the detail level, like, oh no, but I don't know how to do this, and I'm not sure how to do that, and I can't make this happen. And so apply that to living in close quarters in quarantine. Notice when you're tripped up on specifics and go general. Okay, but actually I can figure that out, and I'm teachable, and the right helpers will come along, and I think that life actually wants to show me the things that I need to know, and I'm equipped to do this. General. All right, the next thing is buy time. Typically, when we create stress with one another in human situations, especially close quarters, we try to solve right now the thing that comes up right now. And the fact is, in that moment that you're stressed, that you're angry, that your judgments haven't been combed through, that your buttons have been pushed. And so you're reacting whenever a button is pushed. You are reacting to much more than what's happening in the moment. You have accrued towers of story from childhood or what you and this person have been through before or whatever. But so you need to buy time in those moments and not deal with that whole tower. And in the moment that you're frustrated and upset, you probably won't, in a very clean way, just deal with the one thing right here, right now. It will be about always, never, this whole story, you will never change, blah, blah, blah. And we do that to ourselves too. It's no more kind when we do it to ourselves. So buy time. We can do it with kids too. We think we need to correct our kids instantly or they won't get the lesson. No, 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 no. What's more important is stay connected, stay kind. Stay believing in them. Make love more important than being right. Make trusting that your kids are on a lifelong journey, that whatever they're working out, they're not going to figure out today, this week, even during the time of COVID-19. And some of it, especially if it's like strong tendencies, like a really messy person, is probably not going to work that out until later in life, or they'll gradually get there, and you can offer them structures and support. But if you want them to clean up now and get it now and remember now what you told them about better ways to clean up, that's just going to make trouble. So buy time, go calm yourself. Talk to them about it when you're not all stressed about it, when you actually feel energized, hopeful, equipped to offer help, equipped to be patient with their process and their resistance. But it's giving yourself a lot of permission if you think that right now, in the moment that your nerves are raw, the people around you are supposed to respond to that right away and do what's going to make you more comfortable. So going general also allows you to let go, to trust, okay, it's a process over time, we're going to work this out, or it might get better. In any case, this isn't the most important thing happening on the planet. Go general. Go general by time. Gosh, what's the other one I said? I wrote it at the top of this before I started. Yeah, put the good things under the microscope. So this is brilliant. That's funny. This thing I'm about to tell you that's mine is brilliant. That's fun. Um, Whatever you put under the microscope fills your whole field of vision. You remember eighth grade science, or maybe you're a scientist and you look under microscopes all the time, but you know that no matter how small something is under a microscope, if you're poring over it and you're just right in there with your eyeball up to the eyepiece, it fills your whole field of vision. So if you're putting under the microscope what's wrong with the people around you, how they infuriate you, how they're not getting something, how they're not doing it in a way that's comfortable for you, or if you're taking personally the things that they're doing, as if it's a personal affront to you that they forgot what you asked for, or that they aren't honoring your preferences. Hey, by the way, when people are in stress, they're going to do whatever their defaults are. They might even do that when they're having lots of fun, especially if they're a kid. But that's true for grown-ups too. But we have a lot of strong defaults in place, and there are many, many factors that could keep us thinking we're not thinking, we're on autopilot, that could just have us respond from our defaults. So, when you're putting under the microscope what makes you crazy and taking personally what they're doing, your whole field of vision is that discord and that distress and that criticism of them and that feeling misunderstood and disconnected. So I want to invite you to put the good stuff under the microscope, because then that can fill your field of vision. So look for what you adore, what is endearing, what is funny, what is sweet, what you admire in the people around you, what they're good at. And if catch yourself when there's bad stuff under the microscope, because that will make you cultivate a negative inner climate. You are disrupting your own peace. It will make you less kind to the people around you. And it just, all in all, it won't feel good. So there you go. Go general, pan out to eagle view, trust the journey over time. Buy time when you need to. Don't address things when you're distressed and furious and you haven't worked out releasing judgments and taking it personally and all that. Just buy time. You can deal with these things later. And put the good stuff under the microscope. It'll feel so much better, and do it for your own good stuff as well. Do not sit around during COVID-19 thinking about what's wrong with you. That is not what you need, what the world needs, what anyone in your household needs. Okay, bye, loves.